Air and storm artifacts are the ones that get you the Feriocris Megalo districts and the upcoming Silver Squall, I think it's called. I quickly discovered the fastest way to get these storm and air artifacts. I made a playlist on the fastest method to get each single artifact, so let's just see the requirements here. So the air artifacts, we're not even gonna go for all of this because they're 2% and they don't really matter and they're difficult to do, blah blah blah. So we're gonna go for the storm artifacts that give you the 40% as usual. So the first one is Roll the Sky Gacha, and we're obviously not gonna go for this. It's a low chance, that's the first thing. And if you have so much to spare until you get that artifact down, you could just buy it from someone for a cheaper price. So go at tier 3 plus flyer / glider to 100. That is the one we're actually going to go for, and I'm going to tell you guys the fastest method for this. Then it's a chance to get it if you nest someone as a flyer. Now both of these are actually chances, but they're like 40%, 50% chances, something like that. So the creature of the day is Zhelijin. This is a creature that you need for grinding water and air artifacts or storm artifacts. This Zhelijin only takes 15 minutes to grow, but obviously the satiated makes it faster. So this thing is an omnivore, so it can eat plants that give you satiated, which are called seaweed pods, like that one over there. And here is a map I made quickly of where like most of the seaweed pods are. Feel free to pause this, and these aren't all the spawns, by the way. This is just, I didn't find any on the west side of the map, so these are just like, you know, but you will just find a seaweed pod, you will take a bite out of it as fast as possible, then you will get that satiated. You don't need to eat again for the rest of your Zhelijin life. But basically, you guys might wonder, how does this give you storm artifacts if it's an aquatic? It's because it's a sky aquatic. As you can see, I'm gliding right now, so it's basically a glider plus aquatic, and it gives you the artifact, the storm artifact, if you go a glider. It's a chance. You're not leaving this video yet because you also need to do something else. A bunch of you are gonna wonder how this is the fastest method if it's only like a 40% chance every time you grow it, which takes a long time. Well, it's because there's no other way. Any other way of getting the artifacts is gonna be even slower than this. So alright, as you can see, I'm about to reach 100 out of 100. I'm not expecting to get one because it's a pretty low chance, but this basically gives you a chance of getting these storm artifacts. So this gives you a chance to get the storm artifact as well as the sea artifact, so it basically gives you a chance to get both, and sometimes you can get both of them at the same time. Right, you guys need to do this in a public server actually, because basically when you reach 100 out of 100, what you want to do is you want to find someone in the game so you can bite them. But you're gonna take a bite out of someone, and when you do, oh my god, I don't know how to control gliders, but when you take a bite out of them, you're gonna be in combat, alright? You can tell by this logo over here, and then you're just going to leave the game, which means you're combat logged. Now, when you do combat log, your thing is gonna be 33 out of 100 lower than it was. So now it's 78 out of 200 or 78 out of 100, and then you're just gonna go back to 100. After eating the satiated, this should like take like 2 minutes every time you grow it. So it's every 2 minutes you get like a chance to get the storm artifact if you do this efficiently and eat the seaweed pods. Now, I know like 50% of the people watching this aren't like the grinding type, aren't the type to, you know, keep grinding over and over again and growing it. It is the fastest method, but what you can also do is just use a flyer. Play a Sochuri, just play the game normally as any flyer, tier 3 plus, and just nest people as well. Like, just play the game as a flyer, basically, and you're always gonna have a chance of getting that storm artifact whenever you keep growing it. But in my opinion, the Zhelijin is pretty fun to use anyway, so I could just, you know, play with it. Well, I'm almost... Look at how fast this thing goes. I'm gonna get another one in 4, 3, 2, 1. But as you can see, I'm about to become an elder once again, and hopefully I do get that artifact. I got the storm artifact right there. Let's go. So then you're just gonna bite someone, and then you're gonna combat log and do the process all over again. For the other artifacts, I also made the fastest method videos in the playlist. So if you guys enjoyed, subscribe, because I'm gonna be doing more whenever there's a new method or anything. I'm gonna post another video. So yeah.